Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Lisa and Art's podcast. Today, we will be talking about, who knows? Let's just jump into today's episode. Thanks. Today, we will be talking about Moon Knight, the latest episode that just happened this past Wednesday.
Ep.5.
Spoiler alerts if you guys haven't seen it yet, but it was awesome.
Pause it, go see it, come back.
Yeah. So, Wednesday's episode, what did you think?
A lot of emotions.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
It was good though.
It was good.
It was like
I do like the part where they opened up. I didn't catch it at first till I seen other people talk about it. That in the beginning was Jake Lockley.
Yeah,
He had the bandage on his nose and everything.
It was the third person.
I wonder why he was talking different. Like he was talking in a New York accent.
Yeah. You don't notice things until you go online and other people point it out, and then you're like,
oh, it was literally like the day we watched it, and then we see some people post online, whatever. Yeah, it's right. It's God. I knew he sounded different.
Yeah.
Sure enough.
It was an emotional roller coaster ride this episode.
Yeah, Disney really.
Somebody turned around and said, "Fuck you, Marvel," like for real, because they got you. They get you on this one. Like
they straight tug some strings in your emotions. They pull your strings all around. So that's really now you understand the whole backstory of Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Makes you understand him emotionally and why to create this, and now you know what Steven was for.
Personality.
Yeah, and now you know what Steven was for, and then you know what Jake Lockley was for.
Yeah.
Jake Lockley was the one that took off the beatings, which is why he's the one that.
He's a more aggressive one, I think.
Which is why he's the killer in the. See, Mark killed people because Khonshu told him to. He cast a judgment and told them who needed to die because who did what they did.
Bad things.
The people that were chasing him and stuff, like killing, just like we seen in episode 3, I believe, when he asked Steven, "What'd you do?" Wasn't me. Jake Lockley, that guy.
Yeah, the third.
No emotion.
I don't know if you guys remember watching episode 4. We watched it, and he told me right away, "Oh, there's somebody else in one of those mummy coffin things." He's like, "There's somebody else in there because they were just banging. You don't know who it was yet because they were just banging for somebody to let them out." I
have a feeling, like I said in episode 6, Mark's gonna go back to that tomb. I know he's in the weeds right now, going to the afterlife, but there's something about that tomb that they showed it for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason they showed it. There's a reason why it was shaking. There's a reason why it's all gonna go back. Something I feel like Jake Lockley is gonna be the one that they go to because they should have brought him already into it because always they know there's 3 personalities: Mark, Steven.
I didn't know that until episode 4 though.
Yeah, so he's gonna be the one I think is gonna be the one to hold the Moon Knight mantle at the end to do all the stuff. Somebody tells him that it's gonna be Jake. This will be the one that's gonna save everybody.
Well, yeah, because Steven's already gone though too.
Is he gone?
He's gone. If they bring him back, that's messed up. And
they gotta remember Steven. Even friends at work were like, "Dude,
what the hell?
What the? You like Steven?"
Yeah.
No, Steven. Yeah, everybody knows that's Steven Grant.
I got emotional. I was like, "Oh no, that's sad." Yeah.
But it all came together when Steven tells Mark, "It wasn't your fault."
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't your fault. You were a kid. You were a child.
Yeah, it was sad. This episode, like I said, was very emotional. It was you got to know the backstory to why Mark created Jake, why he created Steven and all that stuff.
Yeah. So basically, it's like this: Mark has all the guilt, so he knows why his mom hates him, this and that. Steven is the one that has the mindset of, "Oh, that's my mom. She loves me.
She's a loving mother."
And then Jake was created to take all the abuse, which is why he's a violent person.
Yeah.
So he created those characters, but at the end, Mark is the one that lives with the guilt of his brother and the reason why his mom beats him.
Yeah. Somebody said I saw it on, I don't know if you sent it to me or I just saw it on TikTok, that when he was with when he was with Layla, it was Mark. It was himself because he was happy. He didn't need Steven. He didn't need Jake. He was happy with her.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, something happened where it was Steven. For what, months? 6 months? Or what you call them?
Because what happened with the whole kill everybody, he was going to kill himself, and Khonshu took over, so he needed an escape, which he brought back Steven.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, Steven was gone for a while because he was happy. He didn't have that guilt. He was happy, but then when he went to the guilt of having to kill everybody.
That he went back to Steven, like he changed it or went away from her because how Khonshu wants Layla.
Well, yeah, that's what
that's what he left.
That's what Mark told Steven.
In general.
But like we said, which is what episode 5 shows that Mark deals with the guilt. That's why he has his characters. Because remember, in episode 5, they show that he killed everybody at that site.
Yeah, her dad. That's before he became.
And then he crawled into the thing. He's gonna kill himself. So when you became Moon Knight, you deal with the guilt of what you did. So Steven came back. Because Steven takes the guilt. Mark takes the guilt.
But I don't think Mark and Layla were dating when he killed her dad.
No. I'm saying that's where Steven came back. And then when he met Layla, but then Khonshu was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The reason why I wasn't. My point is, I thought he left Layla in general because Khonshu wants her next.
That way, I don't know yet for sure. But that's what Mark said.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Khonshu wants
what he said.
Yeah, but yeah, this is a roller coaster of emotion. It's crazy. But like I said, you understand the characters a lot more.
Yeah.
You understand the reason behind Steven. You understand the reason why Mark is the way he is.
You feel for him in this one.
The guilt that he carries through his life, like you said, in the street at his mom's funeral. He broke down the street, but then he snapped it to Steven, and just boom.
And then he called his mom right away.
Yeah, and like you said, the phone's not on, so I don't know what he's doing to.
He just took the phone out and put it to his ear and started talking.
So
he's like, "Yeah, I did it again. I'm lost." And I was like, "Oh, what's that?"
Yeah, episode 5 is a roller coaster of emotion. He's still for there, and then the scene where it's like Mark creates a mess, Steven cleans it up. And in the sense, if you see it at the end, Mark was in a mess. Steven's the one.
Sorry, we had to pause the video real fast. But so, like, this episode is a roller coaster to say the least. It's very crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, this is the way it starts off. Of course, it starts off with the mom. She's yelling at somebody. Then it goes to, which I believe is Jake, but. It's just all in all, it's just crazy. And
it's an emotional ride, to say the least.
And then to confirm that they're actually dead. When I can't say her name.
The hippo.
Yeah, the hippo.
She's awesome.
She pretty much confirms, yeah, you're dead.
Yeah. Well, no, they're in limbo, is what she says.
Well, they're in the afterlife. They have to decide whether they're going to be in the.
If they're going to live or die.
Basically, like go to hell or go to the everlasting.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it seems like he went to everlasting though at the end.
Mark
unless that's hell, because that's a beautiful hell if it's hell.
No, that's what she says in episode 1. Where he's telling the girl, then he goes to the weeds of I forgot I don't know what he said.
Yeah, well, it was nice, but that hippo is cool. She actually though gave him a chance. She believed in them. She kept telling him, go back, to balance
the scales.
Yeah, she was. I liked her character a lot.
In order to balance the scales,
I liked the way she came out. Hi, she's all talking about. Yeah, I liked her.
It's crazy because in order to balance the scales, they had to lose one of his personalities.
Yeah.
So,
but they didn't get it at first though.
Yeah.
It was kind of really sad.
But
episode 5 again is good. It's an emotional roller coaster for that one. I can't wait for episode 6 next week.
Yeah. But next week's a big week, so.
This week coming, yes. We got 5 more days until MOM.
So it's going to be Monday, Tuesday is going to be a normal day. Then, of course, Wednesday, we're going to watch
Moon Knight.
Episode 6. And then
the
Thursday.
Season finale.
And then Thursday, boom.
We're going to go see MOM. I'm so excited.
Yeah. We're going to watch Scarlet Witch, Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah,
everybody calls it.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, so.
Like we're kind of in a way. Well, for me, I'm kind of in a way for that damn movie. I'm kind of gonna go all out. I'm gonna dye my hair tomorrow again. I'm gonna dye it red again tomorrow.
You got our shirts. I got a strange shirt. She got a wanted shirt.
Yeah, we're gonna go all out for that damn movie. Yeah, I'm so excited. We're even going a couple hours early because I don't want to miss anything. And I don't know if you guys know this. Well, you probably do because you probably go see the movies. When you go, they sell like these different kinds of buckets of popcorn and the cups with the characters on them. I want all that shit.
Oh.
So I'm gonna spend a pretty penny at the movies that day. So I've been telling them we gotta go early. We can't miss any of that. We gotta go early. Yeah. So we're going early.
So we will do a review as well.
Yep, I already told him as soon as we get home, we're gonna jump on the podcast and post the video right away. I kind of want to make the video, and then go to sleep. But he's like, no, if we're awake doing that, we might as well do the editing and all that good stuff. So, yeah, expect the video for sure on Thursday night. Well, Thursday night, Saturday, early Friday morning.
Not Thursday for sure, Friday morning.
Yeah, well, no matter what time we post it, it's gonna be Friday watch Because the movie starts at what, 11?
11.
Yeah.
We're home till like 2. So
maybe 3. No, yeah, 2.
So we got a good week coming up for us. Exciting week.
It's going to be exciting. Mm-hmm. If you guys go see the MOM movie, let us know what you guys think about it. We're gonna throw our review. We're gonna try our best on Thursday. Well, the next podcast, not to spoil anything for you guys because I don't want that. So we're gonna just give our opinion about it, how good it was, and if it lived up to the hype that it's being. But I hope it does.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then we'll give a week, and then we'll do a full-on review. There will be spoilers in that one.
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll post the video Friday, and then, I don't know, give it to, like, Monday, and then tell you guys what happened. Or do you want to do, like, a whole week to, like, the following Friday or Saturday?
Always just wing it, like we always do.
I feel like we're going to spoil a lot.
Spoilers.
Yeah, we might as well tell you guys now. There's going to be spoilers. But we're going to try our best. Like, if something happens and, like, it's one of the predictions that nobody ever gets or hasn't gotten yet, then we won't spoil it. We'll save it.
It's going to be spoilers because, come on, if they already confirm in the scene or in the trailer that Captain Carter's in there.
No, yeah. They
already confirmed Xavier and his wheelchair.
But they confirmed those. I'm talking about something that they haven't confirmed and something that somebody has, that people don't come up with yet.
That's
something
what I'm
like
saying.
That happens.
If they already confirmed those, and those are big characters already. As Marvel and Captain Carter, those are in a sense big characters. So if those are big characters that they already introduced, then yes, there is bigger characters.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. We are going to try our very best not to mess it up for you guys, not to spoil it for you guys. So we'll talk about, like, people that you guys do know that's in there, like Captain Carter, Marvel.
Yeah, but I'll tell you right now,
like
Wolverine or Ghost Rider show up, I'm saying it.
No, we're going to try our best not to.
I'm like this.
Don't do that. That's messed up. People are like, oh, what a dick. He spoiled it.
What's the name in Ghost Rider? He's like,
oh, Fat Amy. I don't know if that's not her real name, but I know her as Fat Amy. I'm
going to do that.
From Pitch Perfect.
While you're talking, I'm going to go. Flames.
Her name's Rebel. Wilson or something.
Wilson. I'm gonna do that.
I'm sorry. I know her as Fat Amy because she's funny. I like what she says. Like, what, you call yourself Fat Amy? And she says,
yeah. So other twig bitches like you don't talk behind my back.
Yeah, makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah. So it's an exciting week, and then it'll be a gap.
Why?
Until because I think Miss Marvel comes out. I think in June.
Oh, we're gonna stop after MOM then?
No.
We're not going on
we'll
different
do reviews
things
on trailers and all that stuff, but
or on theories that we come up with or that we see online or something.
There's
like
conversations that we do have that we can post right here, so we will do that.
Okay, it'd probably be mainly on the weekends though, because during the week, like we said, we work a lot, so it's not really happening during the week. So then, like on Saturdays and Sundays, we'll post different things.
But it's exciting for Moon Knight. That means you get excited for Miss Marvel, and then you get excited for She-Hulk.
Far, like we said before, so far these shows are living up to the expectations from me in general. Yeah.
But Moon Knight is taking the cake. Listen, like my top 2 shows were WandaVision and Loki. What If was right there behind them. But this one right here is just action packed, obviously, and then emotion.
So where does it rank on your thing now?
I just said it. My favorite 2 was WandaVision and Loki, and that's pretty much up there. So
it's like one of your top favorite 3 then? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'll
probably put it at. It sucks that it's 6 episodes, but I'll probably put it at 1.
Yeah. For me, it's about 1 or 2. That's where I'm at with it.
So my top 3 is Moon Knight, WandaVision, Loki, and it's just.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Those are probably my top 3 too. I can't really put them in order yet, but yeah.
And those are my top 3. Just switched the release dates for Ant-Man and the Marvels. It was the sequel to Captain Marvel. Mm-hmm. The Marvels was supposed to come out in February, and Ant-Man was coming out in July.
They switched it?
They swapped it to where Ant-Man's coming out in February, and the Marvels is coming out in July.
Bastards.
So,
no, but it's
kind of exciting because
I want to see Ant-Man.
I want to see Ant-Man because it's introducing Kane the Conqueror. So
yeah, I want to see that one. Yeah.
So I think
that's what I said.
That's the next build up to maybe another Avengers movie.
I can't wait for another Avengers movie. Honestly, I want to see the new Avengers. Basically, see how they go. Because at first with the regular Avengers, I was like, this is not bad. And
that's the thing, though. I want to know who is in the Avengers now.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I want to see a new Avengers movie. See how that goes.
Because I want to know where they go with Jane. Because, like I said, the more she transfers into Thor, basically the more the stuff wears off and she gets sicker every time she goes back.
So basically, we just gotta wait for the Thor and Love and Thunder or whatever it's
Because
called.
it's kind of crazy to bring her in for a movie and then kill her off.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We gotta see what they do with her character in that one now.
Yeah.
We know she's gonna be Mighty Thor or whatever, but we gotta see how they end it with her in that movie. Because then I think at the end of that movie, however they end it with her, it's gonna be able to tell us straight out. Oh yeah, she's gonna continue on in all these other movies, or oh they're gonna end up killing her off soon. Watch.
Because,
you know what I mean?
Because right now, if there's an Avengers movie, it will be Ant-Man and the Wasp. I don't know what they're doing with the whole Kate Bishop situation since Hawkeye's not coming back.
Who?
Since the show's over.
Oh, I know.
And Hawkeye retired, so I wonder what they're doing in that situation. So right now,
I hope they continue with her being the new Hawkeye though.
So yeah, right now it's Ant-Man and the Wasp. Most likely Doctor Strange. We gotta see how this movie goes with Wanda.
I was gonna say the same thing. Depending on how this movie ends with Wanda, it's probably her.
And it's a Falcon. Well, Captain America.
And that's it. I
Maybe
think for sure.
Bucky. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure Bucky.
So we're pretty sure then for the new Avengers, pretty positive.
and get them Spider-Man.
Pretty positive. It's gonna be Ant-Man, the Wasp, the new Captain America,
the new Black Panther,
and Doctor Strange. But there's only gonna be. I wonder if they're gonna only do 6 like they did the original, or if there's gonna be more.
Yeah, no.
Because and like we said, it depends. And then these are the people that we're hoping are in it, but might not be. Would be Kate Bishop, Wanda, Yelena. I'm gonna throw her in there too.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Yelena, Spider-Man maybe. And
But they know who he is.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's it. That's what we're thinking might be like. That'd be 9.
So everything's in limbo.
Yeah.
So let's see where it heads from here. But like I said, I'm looking forward to all these shows. I'm really looking forward to Ironheart. That's what I want to see. And the upcoming Wakanda Disney Plus series.
I'm looking. You know what I'm looking forward to because I never really hear much about her. I mean, I probably have, but not really taken notice. Is She-Hulk.
Yeah, I think that's coming after
That's the one I'm kind of looking forward to because of the fact that I don't really know much about her character at all. The only thing I do know is that she's a lawyer, and I learned that from another show that I watch. But that's all I knew. That's it, really.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of looking forward to her backstory to see how she became She-Hulk and all this stuff, you know.
And it will bring us back in touch with Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk.
The Hulk.
Bruce Banner. So.
Yeah, so that's a little exciting.
There's a lot coming up for us to look forward to, so it's exciting. Be exciting 2022.
Yeah, for us.
Then let's see how 2023 turns out and develops, so.
Sorry.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So what I was going to say is, yeah, I guess the shows are pretty good.
Yeah.
Right?
The movies are amazing.
The movies for me always live up to the hype. You know what movie we haven't seen yet? What's that one with the vampire?
Morbius.
We haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah.
I've heard different stories about it, that it's good, that it's not good. For it being Marvel, like they should have did more. And I'm like, somebody at work told me, if you seen the preview, you seen the damn movie. I was like, are you serious right now?
Yeah, they said they pretty much aired the best scenes in the previews.
Yeah. So I was like, are you serious? He's like, yeah. He's like, don't even waste your money. He's like, it's basically the freaking previews. Yeah. I was like, well, that sucks.
So I'll pretty much wait till it comes out.
We'll wait till it comes out on DVD, basically.
Give you a better opinion on it.
No. That's the one I did want to see for like the longest time. But when people started telling me those different things, I was like, well, that sucks, you know, because I would like to see it. But now I'm okay with just waiting for it to come out.
And that's what I think I showed you about going back to Moon Knight, how he's part of the Midnight Suns.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they're going to go something with that, because they did bring Daredevil back to Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Who else was it? The Punisher's on there now. Who was the other one? Oh, they said and then Ghost Rider.
Mm-hmm.
Because and then Blade is also entering the MCU, and we
just watched it again.
And we already got a glimpse of who's going to be the Black Knight. So let's see where they go with that. That'd be cool if they have a Midnight Suns, or what's that? Like that would be a version of maybe like
that'd be exciting,
like a Dark Avengers maybe type of thing, because those are all killers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those are our killers, but so I mean, I would say except for Daredevil, not really sure if he's a killer or not.
No, isn't he the one that goes up against Punisher? Not goes up against him, but has kind of a problem with him back and forth.
Growing up, when I seen him, he was always in Spider-Man. That I remember. Yeah.
Because I'm sitting here thinking, there's a scene. Isn't that Daredevil that he's talking to on the roof?
No, it's probably because I think he's his lawyer. I haven't only seen the shows. Yeah, we had to go watch the shows because there is Luke Cage, Daredevil, Punisher is another one.
We gotta actually go back and watch some of them because I've seen the Daredevils, but like years ago. You know what I mean?
That was the movie.
Or whatever, I seen that one.
And then they had the election movie and all that stuff. And
I like that one.
yeah,
I watched that one. Isn't Ben Affleck the Daredevil?
Yes.
The movie? Oh, and he married He married Elektra in real life.
yeah.
What the hell? Something just popped up on our screen here. Don't know what that is. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on. I gotta end all this without me getting up and all that. Pulling up my pants.
And it's gone. But yeah.
And I'm back. So I ran over my wire. Sorry. Okay. What was I saying?
I don't remember.
I forgot. Must have been.
Oh yeah, I was talking about the whole Daredevil stuff.
Yeah, well,
and then the Elektra and all that stuff.
I know it's not a show, but I've seen that movie, I guess,
Yeah.
a long time ago. Like, we have to go back and watch a lot of things because we just recently started watching Blade again, the movies, and it's pretty bad. And I forgot a lot of things that happened in that movie.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, dang, doesn't he die? Doesn't she? No?
Yeah.
Oh, crap, you know?
But
we should go back. We should honestly make a list or have you guys give us a list of movies you guys want us to see, and we can come on here and review it to tell you guys what we think.
Even though Blade's not in that total timeline, but
It's going to be, though. You know,
it's a different character. I think it's I can't say his name.
Well, so you know they're not gonna
Ali,
put
something, but yeah.
Oh, so you know they're not gonna put what's the name? Wesley Snipes back in there.
No, I know that.
He didn't pay no taxes. I'm sorry, that was funny back in there.
Yeah. So I think there's a lot going forward. I just want to know how that's gonna go back. Are they gonna do Avengers, a Young Avengers, a Dark Avengers, or what they're gonna do?
What happens to the Avengers, basically?
Yeah, but
me too. Oh, and I want to see if I kind of. Would you say Ironheart? We're going to talk about that show for a minute. I kind of want to see who's going to be the new Iron Man. I think in that show they're going to put who the new Iron Man is.
Well, it is what it is. It's a little girl from Wakanda. I think she's from Wakanda. It's like one of the smarter students. She's supposed to be like smarter than
Tony, no?
Than Tony. I think she's supposed to be smarter than Shuri. I'm not sure.
Well, but, that's crazy.
So she's going to develop a
you know what's funny? I don't like the fact, but I wish it would have happened. I would like to have seen Shuri and Tony get together. To see how that would have played out, because
that's something we missed.
Yeah, because I'm thinking not that she was a bad person or anything. She was kind of like a smart ass and didn't take shit from nobody. And was like, well, look at this how it's gonna be with certain situations with her mind, basically, because she's real smart. You know, she like the way she did it with Vision stuff.
How she corrected Bruce.
Yeah, I think it would have been hilarious if she would have corrected Tony, and Tony look at her the way Tony is. You know, his character plays out.
Yeah,
that would have been pretty cool. I think they missed an opportunity with that. Yeah. And all the stuff they could have made together, though, too. You know, within that kind of too, with that short time before Thanos actually got there.
She could have helped him with his tech.
Yeah, and she could have helped him with. He could have helped her with hers a little bit or whatever.
Remember, she improved from the Civil War to Endgame. She improved the Black Panther suit significantly. She made it way better. To the point where even absorbs kinetic energy to be able to use as defense.
Yeah.
So like it's crazy what she did. So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that was a missed opportunity.
But yeah.
Overall, because it would have been pretty cool to see them work together on something.
Yeah, because I see these things and they're supposed to be developing a show based on Wakanda, and I think she's gonna be like probably not a main character, but she's gonna be in there. She's making an appearance or whatever. She's supposed to be in there, something like that, and then going on to her own show, Ironheart. So
yeah, that's gonna be exciting. I want to see how that plays out. Yeah, I wouldn't mind though if like people want it to happen. They want it to come out, and I kind of hope it does too. I wouldn't mind seeing Morgan, Tony's actual daughter in the movies, be the new Iron Man or whatever, because people are saying that she's supposed to have like a Jarvis the way he did, but it's supposed to be Tony Stark's voice.
It'll be
talking
cool
to her. That'd be pretty dope.
If the girl that's in Wakanda, that's in Ironheart, is the one that develops the stuff for her.
Oh, Morgan, basically, is what you're saying?
Like, that'd be like Morgan Shuri.
Mm-hmm.
But super smart, know what to do, but normally it's the one that does. like Shuri. How Shuri is to Black Panther, that's her brother. But
Oh,
she
you're
make
saying
all
that
his
Morgan
tech
or that the little girl from Wakanda does all that for Morgan.
for Ironheart, yeah.
Oh, that'd be
That's
pretty
for
cool too. I'd be cool with that too.
But
That'd be also cool. Like I said, her having her own Jarvis, but it's actually Tony's voice talking to his daughter.
yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. I think if that came out like that, I would cry.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my goodness, that's
But
exciting.
I'm pretty sure the girl from Ironheart is gonna be the one that's gonna be in the suit. But that would be cool.
Yeah. Well, we just gotta wait and see, don't we?
Yeah, and I want to see what they do with this whole. They said that Tom Holland's already going to come back for 3 more movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder. I'm hoping that that's a development of Miles Morales. That'd be amazing. So,
Yep. Well, if you watch their interviews, that's what they want to happen too.
yeah,
They wouldn't mind them coming in.
because I already said that I've seen like it's going to be like the first one's going to be obviously Spider-Man doing his battles, but running into Miles and all that stuff, and then the second one's going to be like a team-up movie. Spider-Man and Miles Morales, and I think the third one's going to be a Miles Morales movie,
Like him passing
like
the torch.
how Homecoming was. How it was Spider-Man and Tony did his little appearances. I think the last one should be a Miles Morales movie with Parker being like, you know what, this is your
like passing the torch. Yeah.
This is you now. And then he goes.
That'd be
on.
pretty cool.
So like I said, that'd be cool because like I said, Miles Morales is I think supposed to be like one of the strongest Spider-Mans.
Sorry.
Or the strongest Spider-Man, aside from Cosmic Spider-Man, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
that'd be pretty cool, though. I wouldn't mind seeing that, too. I wouldn't mind seeing a lot of movies.
Yeah.
They just need to hurry up and make them and put them out there.
Now, I wonder what they're going to do with the Hulk. They're going to do another Hulk movie or something.
I know. He kind of deserves another, what is it, like a single movie by himself.
At least Mark Ruffalo does, yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see that happen.
Yeah. They said something about a world breaker Hulk, but that'd be crazy because he's already Professor Hulk. I know the Worldbreaker Hulk is. I think that's the one they set him away because he's too violent or whatever.
Oh, that's sad.
But unless he snaps or something, but I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see what they do about that or whatever. But
we gotta wait for She-Hulk. Like I said, we gotta wait for a lot of these shows to come out to see what the movies are gonna be.
Basically,
next.
this year is gonna be a packed year because they said we got Miss Marvel. Well, first we got the last episode of Moon Knight. Then we got Doctor Strange. Then Miss Marvel's coming out. Then we got Thor. Then we got She-Hulk coming out. Then we got Wakanda Forever.
And these are the shows, huh, too? Yeah.
These are the shows. So
that'll be a busy
year.
year.
Believe it or not, I know I'm a big Marvel guy, but I'm actually looking forward to Black Adam. I want to see what The Rock can do with that character.
They said they put. I guess DC has its own little Comic-Con, but I guess they said that they put a clip out for that movie.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be really dark.
Yeah, well,
yeah. No, I'm saying
yeah,
they're saying it's dark, and I'm like, oh shit,
Well, basically, like we have Shazam. I like the Shazam movie. He's complete opposite of Shazam.
Yeah,
he's
that's what you were telling me last time.
So
yeah, I heard they put that out, and it was pretty dope.
I was looking forward to the Flash one, but
I don't know that.
No.
Yeah.
Then of course Aquaman. I'm not looking for Aquaman because, So.
I like Aquaman. I like Jason Momoa. I don't like her.
Yeah.
I don't even know her name anymore. I forgot it. But I'm looking forward to that movie. I was for a while because, like I said, I like Jason Momoa, and I think he did awesome in Aquaman 1.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool movie or whatever. But I only saw it because he was in it, so
yeah,
it was pretty dope. But for the next one, I want to see how they do it because you hear different rumors that she's going to be in it, that she's not going to be in it, that she's only going to be in it for like 10 minutes. Yeah. That's why I want to see it because I want to see if they actually took her out.
Yeah, but what I do and I am kind of excited for is that this whole the Discovery Channel, I think the Discovery bought Warner Brothers and they want to do the whole put somebody in charge of
like
the
Kevin
whole
Feige.
DC, like a Kevin Feige of DC. Mm-hmm. And that makes me kind of excited because
they want to basically throw everything out that they have.
They could bring justice to DC. Because, like I said, when it comes to comic books, DC is amazing. And when it comes to movies, Marvel blows DC out the water. There's no question. Now, I'll stand by that comment. You guys don't agree with me? That's fine. I stand by what I said. Marvel makes the best movies. DC has the better comics. Way better comics.
Yeah, I've heard that too before.
So I would say if they can do that and build title characters, build them in their own, like I said.
How Marvel did it, basically.
They started with Iron Man. Then you got Captain America, Thor. Then you get an Avengers. You do it like that. Even Henry Cavill said it when they asked him to build a story arc.
And you know what? It took Marvel 10 years to build the Infinity story arc.
Sorry.
Or 11 years.
10 plus years.
Yeah, it took them a long time to build that story arc. And in that time frame, they developed not only Iron Man and Captain America, but Thor. They developed Ant-Man. They developed Bucky. They developed Falcon, Wanda. Her story is throughout the whole from
Winter Soldier, because she's at the end of it.
Yeah, so
that's when they started with
Winter
her.
Soldier on. They developed Hawkeye. They developed Black Widow.
Yeah,
and they did it right.
And then they introduced
Doctor Strange, Black Panther.
these characters too, like I'm not gonna really say mid card, but like Black Widow, for example. They introduced her in Iron Man 2, so you know who she was when she did come into Avengers. They introduced her in that, and then she was in Winter Soldier. You know, she was in all these other ones.
Yeah,
so
look at Black Panther. They introduced him in Civil War.
Yeah,
and he appeared in another. Then he appeared in his own movie. Look at Bucky. You know, he was a back role player. I mean, he doesn't have his own movie, but they developed him through other movies.
Yeah.
So if DC could do something like that, if Discovery could hook up with Warner Bros. and do something like that, I'll be more intrigued. I'd be more excited
to see those movies. If you ask some DC fans, they say the same thing. I'm a big DC fan, but their movies, damn man, they need to do it better. You know.
Yeah.
You know, and it kind of sucks because I feel bad for them.
I like those characters. I do like Superman. I do like Flash. I do like.
Yeah, you like.
Cyborg and all that stuff. I do like them, but it's just that these movies don't do them justice.
Mm-hmm.
They're way better characters. They're way stronger characters. They're amazing.
You know what's sad? The TV shows they have for these characters, like example, Superman. That show, it's Superman and Lois. I think that's what it's called. Is badass. That's better than any Superman movie I've seen, and it's a TV show. They do these characters so much better than the movies.
Like Arrow and stuff like that, and a Flash TV show.
Yeah, they're so much better than the movies.
Yeah,
and it's like, are you serious?
So
I'd rather sit home and watch all the DC shows than go watch the movies because they're just better.
Because like I said, I agree with them. DC is hands down. The comics are amazing.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Just the movies don't do the comics justice.
Yeah,
they don't.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So hopefully they could. Hopefully Discovery can press the reboot and just start
from scratch.
Start from scratch.
If you have to get new actors and actresses, fine, but don't keep changing them after you change them the first time. Yeah. Try to keep them as long as possible.
I would say do the route. Just like I said, like how they did Iron Man, start with Batman. Then, they introduced Superman. Then, have a Batman versus Superman. Introduce
because
Cyborg.
It was crazy. You had Batman, and all of a sudden you got Batman versus Superman.
Well, yeah.
And you're like, what the heck?
If you don't give them their own movie, like, Flash is amazing. So if you want to do Cyborg, introduce Cyborg in like the Superman movie or in the Batman movie. Mm-hmm. And then if that character gets a major, then like look at Black Widow. They introduce a character. She's in these movies. Then she gets her own movie.
Yeah, people are like, you need to give her own movie.
So it's like, do that with Cyborg. Do that with all these other characters. Do the Justice League right. Robin, if he does good, and maybe he'll get his own show, like a prequel, like how he got to where he is,
His backstory, basically.
Yeah, do something like that. I feel like they just too busy trying to compete with all these shows and
because
send it out. Yeah,
because I've heard the same thing that you're saying, too. In the comic books, DC basically kind of murders Marvel in the comic books. And as you can tell, we are big Marvel fans, but it's like in the comic books, DC kills Marvel, but in the movies, Marvel kills DC.
I'm a Marvel movie fan.
Yeah. I like the comic books,
and I like the comic books too, but DC should be on that same par
or the same level as the movies.
But I just think that with all this stuff, like I said, when Iron Man, Captain America, all that stuff came out, they just wanted to compete, and they just started boom,
throwing movies out there like crazy.
So just like
honestly, the two movies, for DC and Marvel, they should honestly, for me, be like this, back and forth type of situation.
Yeah, because it didn't make sense to have two Superman movies, one that introduced Batman, and then you had a Batman versus Superman, and then the Justice League.
Yeah, you're like, what the heck?
You have, and in that Justice League, you have Flash, Wonder Woman, Cyborg,
and for that though too, what's sad is
Aquaman.
For that though too, what's sad is people that didn't read the comics but just liked the movies or got into these characters because of the movies. You threw out Justice League right away, and all these different characters come in. You're like, okay, well, wait a minute, who is this? Where'd they come from? Yeah. And it kind of sucks because then the other person that likes the comics too has to sit there during the movie and be like, okay, hold on, well, this is so and so. This is where they came from.
Which is why I said when they asked the actor that plays Superman, how would you done? And he said the exact same thing: develop the story arc. Create a story before you throw them all in one movie, because you put out a team-up movie with members that we haven't seen, And then after the team up movie, you got Wonder Woman, Aquaman, then Wonder Woman 2. Flash is barely coming out, and Justice League came out like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
It's just like it doesn't make sense, and like it feels just forced. When they had great actors to play them, the great actors play them, and like I said, some of them did a great job. But then again, when you got movies that are forced out, you can't really catch them because it's just like it seems like they're just rushing it when they should have built a story arc. Yeah. But that's just my opinion.
But we're not sitting here trying to trash DC either, because like you said, we do like it. We do watch some of the movies, but we like the older movies though, like the original Batman and stuff like that. Those ones are, for me, those were just better back then.
And I like Shazam. They did Shazam good.
And like I said, we want to see Black Adam. We're not shitting on DC fans or DC movies or anything like that. We like them. It's just they needed to do a better job pushing these movies out. And if they didn't, honest to God, right now, if they didn't force these movies out the way they did, behind us would honestly probably be half and half DC, half Marvel. Because we, like I said, he's a fan of the Marvel movies. I like them both. I like the comics and Marvel movies. I would like to like the DC movies a lot better too, though.
Yeah.
So hopefully, when they do restart the whole DC process, I hope the movies are a lot better than what they were, and we'd be talking about that all the time too. Yeah, but I can't wait for certain movies to come out.
To me, in my opinion, Justice League should be barely coming out like right now, like this year instead of Flash. It should have been, or Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. Have Cyborg appear in one of their movies, like in the Batman movie, and then go from there. Then Justice League. Yeah, because honest to God, I didn't even know who the Flash was until I saw the TV show. I watched an episode of The Flash. The Flash is the bag. Then I knew, okay, that's The Flash. But it kind of confused me. That this is what I don't understand. It kind of confused me. They did these movies. I watched the TV shows. Why didn't you ask the actor that plays the Flash in the TV show to play in the movie? It's a whole different Flash. I was like, who the heck is this guy? When I first saw it, I was like, what the heck? Who's this? And someone said, oh, that's the Flash. Or they called him the Flash. I was like, that's not the Flash. I've seen the Flash. So it kind of confused me. You know what I mean? Yeah, but like I said, so hopefully, just they could do the whole fresh. They could do better this time around. A fresh reboot, because like I said, I would love to go watch those movies, and they're like that. I mean, so. Yeah, hopefully they do better this time around, basically. Yeah. Because I would watch it too. I'd go pay. The way we are waiting for MOM this time, I think we'd be waiting for like the new Batman or the new, it'd be exciting. Because to me, nothing like adds up. Like even though they had developed their own character story, they were still in that timeline. Captain America knew about Iron Man knew about Captain America, Hulk, all that stuff. They knew each other. If you think about it, because all the movies eventually came into the one, and so like with like what you're saying with what's his name, Captain America, he knows about Tony because of his dad, because of Howard Stark. You know what I mean? Where they add it all in. Yeah. And then they have these little Easter egg type of situations where you're like, oh dang, that's so and so's thing. That's what I mean. You have Aquaman in his timeline, and then you have like Batman in his, and basically him and Superman on the same timeline. Then you got the Flash movie coming out. Avengers was just out of nowhere, and you introduce a dope character. I mean, the Justice League, and I like the Snyder Cut. That was a good movie. Yeah, I heard it was better. They should have put that out in theaters. They would have made. But when you have a villain like Darkseid, that's got to be in a story arc. Can't just be in just a Justice League movie. You got to like the way they built up Thanos. Is where they should have built up Darkseid. Yeah. Oh yeah. But they just introduced him. If you think about it, Thanos came in a couple of movies, but you didn't really see his face right away. Yeah, I think he appeared in. They talked about him. It was crazy. The Avengers, and he appeared in at the end of the Avengers Galaxy, because they told him that Loki failed or whatever. Yeah, Loki, and he turned around. Yeah, they gotta. I hope they do better this time around, because but like I said, I would love to go see those movies or be all hyped up the way we are for MOM. Yeah, to go or like buy our tickets early the way we did. As soon as they became available, jump on it right away. It just sucks that they just a character like Darkseid, who needs a story arc. Darkseid is an amazing character in the comic books, like 10 times stronger than Thanos. So they should have built his story. I don't even know who he is. He's like the Thanos of their universe, but better. Yeah, and they should have just. I feel like they rushed him in, and then he got his ass kicked by Zeus and Ares. He got stabbed in the chest. He got kicked. Then he's just in his ship the whole time. They should have did him more justice. I don't know who he's talking about. Yeah, well, I just hope DC can do a lot better with their movies.
Yeah,
I'll be looking forward to watching them over and over.
Yeah,
again
we
too.
want to see Black. I would say Black Panther, Black Adam though, for sure.
Yeah.
I want to see it because Dwayne's in it, and he's a great actor and all that stuff. I would like to see how he does it. Hopefully, he could bring this character out. You know what I mean? Because I would like to see it too. Like, that's exciting. I kind of want to see the trailer the way they're talking about that it's supposed to be really. I kind of want to see that. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Let us know if you guys seen that one.
I don't think it's out yet. And then
somebody recorded it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
I want to
then,
see if I can find it on YouTube.
Shazam 2. I'm looking forward to as well. So
Yeah.
That's gonna involve Black Adam.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Isn't that supposed to involve Black Adam?
Yeah, because he's part of him.
Yeah. Shazam's funny. I like that movie. Speaking of Shazam, I was a little confused. I was like, what the heck? He was a little boy. Now he's like a grown man.
Did you guys know that the guy that plays Shazam was
Thor's friend.
Part of Thor's friend.
Part of his group.
The one that hella kills off real quick.
Yeah. That was insane to me.
She killed off all his
Friends like nothing.
his people.
Basically.
Except Lady Sif.
Yeah, but that was
She's
crazy.
still
His friends were supposed to be really cool, really strong like him and all that. She just killed them like they were flies, like nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck happened?
But again, Hella is a bad one. So
Yeah.
she's a strong person.
She's pretty cool. I like that character a lot. But yeah, again, like I said, hopefully they do better this time around, and we could be more excited about the movies that are coming out.
Yeah.
Because right now we're just like, oh, they're coming out with another Batman. Well, I'll see it when it comes out on DVD or on Amazon Prime. We'll buy it then. So that's what I'm saying. Now, hopefully they do better to the point where we're like, you know what, we gotta buy the tickets. They're coming available the 16th or whatever. We gotta buy them. We gotta buy them. You know what I mean? Because that'll be exciting.
And the new Batman.
Sorry.
We haven't got to finishing it yet, but don't get me wrong. Robert Pattinson did a good job.
I'm vengeance. I like that whole
He did a good
scenario.
job. I just think that
We haven't finished it
the
yet.
movie is just, I think, slow. It's just,
Yeah.
I have more hopes for it. But like I said, he did a good job.
He did a good
I
job
think
as
he did a
Batman.
good job as Batman.
For everybody talking crap that, oh, Robert Pattinson could play Batman, that's going to suck. Well, honestly, it wasn't that bad.
He did a good job.
He did good with that
Yeah.
movie, yeah.
No.
It wasn't that bad.
So.
I wanted to see it because he was in it. I was like, oh, I was a fan of Twilight, blah, blah. I would like to see how he does as Batman. It'd be pretty cool. But like I said, I like the whole I'm vengeance part. That's pretty dope. I like that.
And the Batmobile was dope.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So I think that was one of the best Batman, what is it? Batman, I can't even speak.
Batmobiles?
Yeah, that I've seen. That was pretty cool. I was like, oh, that's pretty badass.
But I haven't gotten around to finishing it yet.
Yeah. And like Selena Kyle too. I like her character.
But they had too many characters in that movie.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying this going back to DC again about the whole they need to build up their story because I know from what I understand from the comic books too, Batman, Bruce Wayne, and Selena Kyle are in love. They're in love with each other and all that stuff. That's why he can never do anything to her when she's stealing or when she's doing something bad. He never does nothing to her. He doesn't take her to jail or nothing because he loves her. But in the movies, it just jumps into them being in love. I would like to see a backstory with that. How did that happen?
Yeah. But not only that, I think in this one they just threw out too many characters. I know Batman normally has in his movies there's always two characters. Like in some movies there's Penguin and
from what I understand, for Batman, it's always Penguin and the Joker.
No, it was Penguin and Catwoman.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I always know it
the
to be.
Joker, somebody else. Then it was the Riddler and Two-Face, and there was Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy. It's just but this one it was just like Penguin. There was the Riddler, Catwoman, Joker at the end. It's just like
wasn't the Riddler? What was I gonna say?
The
Was
one
he
that-
the killer the whole time in the movie?
he's the bad guy in the movie, but
Yeah.
there was all these characters that
And
were
again,
in there.
did you know that the Joker at the end of Batman is in the Eternals?
Yeah,
They're jumping ship.
Druig,
Yeah.
Druig, whatever.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
So
but
he's doing two moves that.
and it's again about DC with the shows. I seen the show Gotham. It's supposed to be with Batman. It's supposed to be how the Dark Knight comes about. And I know more about the characters from that show than I do the movies, because they do a backstory on the shows and all that stuff. Like for me, like I said, I don't like the fact that in the Batman movies they just jump into Selena Kyle's and Bruce Wayne's like not really love affair, but then you could tell that there's something there. They just jump into it right away. But I like to know like how did that happen? Like in the Gotham show, they met when they were kids and they kind of grew up not really together, but yeah, they've always been friends and stuff like that. That's why I like the shows better. The
Yeah.
the DC shows better than the movies.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I like the backstories of all the characters that come out, and they introduce different characters in different episodes. Like for the Gotham, they introduce Selena Kyle, which as Catwoman or whatever. Then you wait a little bit, they introduce Penguin. And you know what I mean? And you hear a little bit of his backstory. Then they introduce what's his name? The gangster dude. I forgot his name. Falcone, I think his name was.
Oh, yeah.
They introduce him,
Falcone.
and you find out a little bit about his backstory. That's what I like. They introduce these characters little by little,
Yeah.
and then you know who
So
they
that's
are.
That's why I said online. Hopefully, Discovery and Warner Brothers can do something to develop this arc. Remember, development takes time.
Mm-hmm.
To do these movies, it takes time. And like I said, I love superhero movies. I do. But like I said, no, I'm older now, so I'm at the stage where I like the superheroes, but I understand the villains. But
Oh, we were just talking about the villain stories.
yeah, so
Yeah. Let's talk about the villains for a minute.
Hmm.
In these movies, we could talk about DC villains, or we could talk about Marvel. We're talking about both. I think Thanos is right. Let's jump there real quick. I think Thanos was right. Now that you're older and you think about it, he was right.
because you
know what I
can't sit there and go pick people. You have to do it random.
You got to do it
It's
randomly.
going to affect yourself as well.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of the things where it's like I said, as children, this quote that I've always saw. So as children, you love the superheroes, but as adults, you understand the villains. And you understand what they're talking about.
You understand their point,
So what Thanos was saying is, when you have overpopulation, you
which we
can't
do now in the
you-
world.
You can't feed everybody. So you understand what his point of view was.
Yeah, with a lot
He
of
went
villains.
the brutal way, but the way that
He did what he thought was necessary at the time. I mean, for God's sake, this dude killed his own daughter. Well, not really his own, but he killed somebody that he loved,
Yeah.
like a daughter. You know, he just
So-
threw her off, which is
Yeah.
crazy. That was
So-
sad. But
that's what I'm saying. It's one of the things where you understand the point of view. You understand why
you
they did
understand
what
the
they did.
villain, and then
Yes.
too, somebody told me one time, nobody's born a villain. Something happens to these people
Yeah.
where they become a villain. Somebody hurts them so bad to the point where they're like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do what I
Yeah.
want. You know, nobody like
And-
again. We
and-
just talked
and-
about like
and Thanos' point of view, he lost his world.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was
Yeah.
hurt so bad to the point where he said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. F it, I'm gonna do what I have to do to make sure this doesn't happen to
And
nobody
if you
else.
understand what he's doing, he doesn't want what to happen to the other worlds. What happened to his, which is he does it in a genocide way,
Yeah.
but in a sacrificial way, random way, to a point where you don't pick and choose who goes. It just happens.
It just goes, yeah.
But that's what I didn't get at first too, because he said all half of life, and at the same time it doesn't work out because you put yourself in the same position, but just less populated, because life is trees, animals.
Yeah, he did though. But if you think about it, like in the movie Endgame, when Chris Evans' character Captain America comes to see Black Widow, he tells her he saw whales in the Hudson,
Yeah.
which is crazy to
Air's
think about.
cleaner,
Yeah,
water's
because like she
cleaner.
said, there's less pollution in the water and all that. So yeah, they're gonna come closer and all that, which is amazing if you think about it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think he was right to a point. Well, no, excuse me, he was right in general. You
Yeah.
know,
That's the way he did it, and that's the way that's
just-
the only way he had to do it.
yeah,
But like I said, you understand the villains in these shows if you listen to their story and why they did what they did. And when it comes, like I said,
sometimes you end up feeling for the villain, like,
yeah.
dang, dude, that's
And
harsh.
If you look like in the upcoming movie Thor: Love and Thunder, look at Gore the God Butcher's backstory. Look at why he's doing what he's doing. When
Yeah.
you ask for help to these gods and nobody comes to help you,
So he's like,
and you lose your family, then you want to go take them out. So you understand these villains. You understand their story.
and especially to certain points too, being like you just said, with that character, he lost his family. That's like he turned around and blamed them. Like, you know what,
Yeah.
because of you, my family's gone now, so I have nothing left to lose. So I'm gonna come kill everybody.
Yeah.
And you know he does in a way, like he goes to do it.
So here's the question I would ask you guys if you're watching this show. Do you think Thanos was wrong? Or do you think he was right?
I think he was right. Yeah, but again, yeah, you understand a lot of these different villains' story behind it because you feel for them. You know what I mean? Now that you're older, for me, it's like now that you're an adult yourself, you've experienced life already. You think about it like, dang, if I was in this position, I'd probably do the same thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, and certain like we're gonna go back to MOM for a minute here. Same thing with Wanda. I'm a mother. now. Maybe like my sister doesn't understand some certain situations with certain shows. Why is she crying so hard like that? Or why are they doing that? For me, I get it because she just lost her kid. You know what I'm saying? So for me, she's not a villain, you know, because I'd probably be doing the same thing to get my kids back. That's why I think now that, like I said, now that we're older, we're adults, we live through life a little bit. We understand the villain's point, you know, and then the same thing with Wanda. We're a parent. We know what she's going. We feel for her for what she's going through. We don't know what she's going through because that's never happened to us. Right. But I'm saying you get it. Because if you think, damn, if somebody would do that to me, or if I would lose my kids that way, yeah, I would lose my shit too. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you get it to a point. But for me, some people don't get it. Again, like I said, my sister doesn't understand certain situations. And I'm like, dude, she just lost her kid. Because there's another show that me and her used to watch. She didn't understand why this girl lost her. She got why she lost her kid, but she's like, it wasn't really her daughter. I don't know why she's crying so much like that. I said, because she found her when she was a certain age. She freaking raised her. Loved her like her own. So yeah, I'd be crying hysterical too. Like, it's just, you're not a mom, you don't understand certain situations. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think she got a little mad at me, but it's okay. But it's okay.
But yeah.
Oh, my back hurts.
So.
I'm stretching, sorry. So yeah, so we only talked about Thanos as the villain. Who else you want to talk about as a villain right now?
That's the only villain that everybody knows.
That was right.
Yeah.
That was right.
Oh,
you know what? Let's talk about. Go ahead. Do you have one?
I was gonna say Killmonger.
Oh yeah, him too. I was gonna say Hela from Thor.
No, Hela just want to kill people.
Well, no, because if you think about it, we'll talk about her and then we'll talk about Killmonger. For me, for her, I got why she was so pissed off. Her dad basically abandoned her when he met his new wife, or whatever you want to call it.
No, because his wife, he abandoned her because she was getting too carried away, and
because she was willing to do what Thanos did. Because they were looking for the stones too, if you remember. No. They started killing. Yeah, because she was willing to do the same thing Thanos did, and the dad thought about it. He's like, "Oh, I can't do that." So he's like, "We're gonna stop all this and basically start over." Yeah, if you think about it, yeah, she was willing to do the same thing Thanos did.
Yeah,
but she wanted power though too at the same time. So she came back and kicked her brother's asses because her dad abandoned her. She felt bad, and then she told Thor too at the same time. You think you're the only one that what'd she tell him? That was worthy of him. Yeah. And she throws the thing up and breaks it. Like, this is who your real dad is. And I was like, oh my god, this is insane. But
I like the part when she
cuts his eye out. That's pretty cool.
Tells her, you look like him. Lucky, you sound like him.
And what's crazy is Loki's not even his real son. Yeah. But
so older than he was.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's that. We're gonna talk about Killmonger now. I felt bad for him. What do you want to say about him?
Well, one, I was out of rage because they killed his dad.
Just pissed off.
But listen to what he was saying. There's people out there struggling that could use this. What you guys have. Mm-hmm. He did it kind of in a violent way. Then again, so did Thanos. But you understand what he was talking about.
You got what he was saying.
There's poverty.
But at the same time,
you guys could like fix.
You guys can help, but then at the same time, like they told him, we can't just give this to everybody because then they're gonna come in. Yeah. You know, you see, for me, for that movie, you saw both sides, and you're like, dang, whose side would I actually be on? Because of shit.
If you look at it though, T'Challa at the end, in a sense, did what he said. He didn't give out the weapons, but he went out there to help.
Yeah, well, you know that's what I'm saying. At first, you're like, dang.
In one way, Killmonger is not wrong. You understand what he's talking about.
Yeah.
You could help change the poverty out there in the world.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
The way he grew up in, I think was it Oakland or something. He grew up in like in the hood.
The hood, yeah.
And they could have fixed that.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the beginning, you're like, dang, who am I gonna go with here? Because you could have went either side. Yeah. But like you said, at the end, T'Challa realized, okay, he was right. You know what I mean? Let me do what's right. Route. Yeah, which is good. You know, he end up seeing his point of view at the end of the day. Yeah, which is good.
So, I'm saying, are they really wrong?
Yeah, the villains, yeah, because some villains are just like I said, they just get hurt so bad where they're just like, you know, like we just talked about this the other day with somebody, Maleficent. I just thought for the longest time she was the bad guy. She was the villain. Like, who would do that to a child type of situation, you know? But then the movie Maleficent came out, And the guy that she thought was the love of her life cut her damn wings off, which is crazy. I felt bad for her. I was like, oh my God, so sad.
That's why they're pushed into this rage and do it the wrong way, like Thanos does, and the way Killmonger wanted to do it. Because they're pushing that direction.
Yeah.
Where they become the villain. They're going to do it my way. Because apparently your way is not working. So that's what I'm saying. That's why villains are people that we create.
Yeah, like again, nobody's born a bad person. Just the way they say nobody's born racist. You know what I mean?
They're created.
They're created that way. They were raised that way or whatever.
You understand Killmonger's side.
You understand a lot of villain sides.
He was a king, but yet he killed my father in cold blood and took off.
Yeah.
And like T'Challa said, you left the child.
You could have brought him home.
You could have brought him home.
Yeah.
This could have been avoided. But
yeah, you could explain to him after he got a little bit older what happened to his dad.
Yeah, so
you know what I mean?
In a way.
And then the other dude left him too because he knew he had a son.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is great. Like, what the hell, man?
So they left
So that's
behind.
why I think T'Challa yells at him too, tells him something about it at the end of the day too.
Yeah, he snaps at his dad.
No, not his dad. The guy, his friend, the one that's still there. The guy that's with Killmonger's dad, his homie or whatever. The one that pulls his lip. That's what I'm saying. Like he could have took him. He could have told him about it too.
Yeah.
And even after the fact, when T'Challa became king, he could have turned around to him, hey, there's something I want to tell you. I've been meaning to tell you for like the longest time. Yeah. You have a cousin, blah, blah, blah. We should go find him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he grew up in a violent way, which is why you see what he did. When he went to the military, he racked up body counts.
Sorry, our table's
But it's just one of the things where it's like I said, yeah, they're pushing that direction to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
That's why you feel for Killmonger. What do you expect the child to do when he's left all alone with his dad who just got killed?
And you basically know who killed him. You see him leave.
You see him fly away. You know,
which is sad. Yeah. So. Again, you understand the villain's point of view. You know, and I heard this saying on TikTok one time. I don't know who says this saying, but it's a beautiful saying. Basically, where if you want when you finally realize the villain's side of the story, the hero may not be so innocent and pure, is what they say. And then you think about it, you're like, oh damn, yeah, that's so right. Because sometimes you look at these heroes and you think, what the fuck? You know what I mean? How did you get there from the messed up stuff that you did beforehand, or the messed up stuff that you do to protect people or to protect the world? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get what that saying to me is beautiful, because like she said, once you understand the villain's point of view, the hero may not be so innocent and pure. Yeah. And it makes perfect sense to me today. You know, back in the day, it would have made no sense. Like, what are you talking about, lady, or whatever? But now that we're older and all that, we understand the villain's point side. Yeah, it makes you think, yeah, the hero sometimes is not such a hero if you think about it. Yeah. You know? But, yeah, so that's what I think about that. Are we done for the night or what?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're gonna cut it short. It's not short, it's a long video. I just see how much time is on there. But we're going to call it a night. I am going to try to post possibly tomorrow after I dye my hair and stuff. I haven't watched a new episode of Legacies yet, so I'm going to watch it. And then I'll probably post about it with my sister. If she wants to come on, Irene. I don't know if you guys remember her, but I'll probably get her to come on tomorrow with me. So he might not be here. No. So I guess we're going to call it a night. All right, then.
Everybody, thanks for watching today's episode. Hope you liked it. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And we'll see you again.